So today I was just gonna yap over some Spider-Man gameplay, talk about how my car broke down recently, which was really a pretty big hassle to deal with. But before that, I hit a crazy pull on the grid at the start. We open up with sick ass pull, but I noticed right here that he didn't die, which I was really confused about. So I fly back over and I see him standing still, and then I just hit him without 1-2, you know, and I'm kind of confused about what he did to survive at first. I'm assuming that he used a platform or something like that to oh man, I do not know how to use the follow player. Ooh, wait, I'll follow the enemy Groot. I don't use Rivals Replay all that much. So he had rocket super jump. That's what he did. I was so curious how he survived it when I was playing that match. I assumed he did like a Groot wall place save. I also like to think that when he was standing still after I pulled him off, that he was trying to like talk shit in chat. I don't think that's actually what it was, but if that's what it was, it would have been pretty cool. So anyways, yeah, this is a pretty good match. I think it played very well. That's why I'm doing a yap over this sort of thing. But yeah, so my car broke down, which was really weird. I'd never actually had that happen before. Like, I've been driving for like 5 years, but I've never had any sort of like car issues or problems before. So I had to deal with that. It was like kind of towards the start of the semester. This is like a month ago, actually, this happened. So maybe it wasn't that recent. But I was driving home from class, and like the car just kind of, I noticed that like more smoke is coming out of the exhaust than usual. A lot more smoke than usual. And I'm like, that's a bit weird. And I also start to notice, as I'm driving along the highway, that when I pressed on the gas, I missed a lot of clusters there. That's kind of gross. When I pressed on the gas, it didn't really do all that much. Like, it was becoming over time less and less sensitive to me pushing on the gas, which was weird, until it eventually just stopped moving entirely. Also, around this time, smoke started to come out of the front engine. I was like, okay, well that can't be good. So I pulled over, and it really sucked because I was like on the side of the highway, right? And there's cars like going by at like 60 miles per hour. It's like, dude, if one car just like, goes out of their lane a little bit, like just kind of just like shimmies over, just like kind of just drifts over a little bit, I'm dead. I'm gone for. Anyways, I pulled over to the shoulder, and I'm like waiting. I was trying to figure out what to do exactly. I don't have AAA. I don't have a AAA membership, but my parents do. So it's like, okay, so I need their help to do this. But they were both at work, so I really didn't have any options. But I called my younger brother, and he's not that young. He's like 19. But I called my younger brother. And oh wait, actually, hold on. I want to talk about the game for a little bit. So this was a really interesting spot where I noticed that our Jeff had died in the back line twice. 2 times he died in the back line to an Iron Man. This is the second time it happened. And I was like really curious about what was going on. So I decided to go over and investigate. But the enemy Spider-Man just decided to chase me all the way to our spawn, because I think he really wanted to kill me. So it's a very interesting little bit of shenanigans that goes on here. I'm pretty sure Spider-Man almost kills me here. He should have honestly killed me there if he had a good tracer accuracy, since I didn't have any cooldowns left, but he just missed. And then he comes back to try and kill me again. I go into spawn because I'm low HP. And then to try and win the 1v1, bro tries to solo ult me, but it doesn't work. I'm able to cancel it before it would have killed me. And then I just hit him with the overhead tracer, and bro's dead. And this is a really fun match because this Spider-Man kind of just chases me the entire time and tries to diff me, which is something a lot of Spider-Man players do. It's very interesting. But there's a lot of Spider-Man 1v1s, and there's a lot of pulling Groot off the map, both of which are pretty sick. So anyways, I call my younger brother, and I'm like, dude, the car fucking broke down, and I don't have a way to like get home. And this is also a really awkward spot for me to be in, because I'm on the shoulder of the highway. There's cars whipping by at really fast speeds, and like on the right hand side of the road, it's not like just like flat land that I can just walk onto. Like if I could, I would have ideally liked to walk away from my car and like put some distance between me and the road. That way I don't, die if a car decides to drift into the shoulder a little bit. W1v1 there. And I just can't, because the edge of the road isn't like flat land. It's like a mountain, pretty much. It's like it's not a mountain, but it's like a small cliffside. Also pretty sick pulling Groot. Let's fucking go, man. So I kind of just had to wait like on the shoulder for my brother to show up, which was 15 minutes of very loud traffic noises going by. And also just I wasn't like really scared, but I'm like, you know, one thing goes wrong and I could die here. Also, another pulling Groot. Dude, I pulled the Groot off so many times this match. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, I'm waiting for my brother to show up, and eventually he shows up, and he picks me up, and we leave my car there, and then we just go home, and we wait for one of our parents, our mom, to like be back from work, and then we have to drive me and my mom to the car, and then call AAA and have them pick it up there, because I'm not a AAA member, only my parents are, and since I'm not a member, it's not like really a full family thing, I can't be the one to call AAA. So like I need her there, like to be a representative almost. Another group pull, let's go! I need her to be my representative, essentially, like to be the person that talks to and calls AAA. And so, you know, the dude shows up, he's pretty cool, we're able to get the car towed, and all that. Also, after we go back to the Jetta and call him and are waiting for him to pull up, he, oh dude, it just took like, it didn't take that long. It took like 20, 30 minutes for him to get there, right? Which is totally reasonable. But that's like 20 or 30 minutes of us on the side of the road, just waiting for bro to show up. And like, again, a single car decides to drift over into the shoulder, and it's just wraps, bro. It's over. So, I've called the car the Jetta a bunch of times instead of just my car. I drive a Jetta, or I did before we had to get rid of it. Spoiler alert, the car was not salvageable. I don't actually know exactly what it was, but wait, huge ult incoming. Ooh, yeah, Spider-Man, that's how you do a real ult, Spider-Man. And not only that, but actually we got a pretty sick thing on this Groot too, because he tries to ult right there, and we cancel it, bro. We canceled the Groot ult with our hook, which the Groot ult could have actually been pretty bad for us there, possibly. So yeah, we get it towed eventually after, you know, 30 minutes of sitting in the car and thinking, oh man, one person fucks up, we're dead. We get it fucking like towed, and like we take it to a mechanic. We're like talk to these guys like a day later because they were closed by this point today. And like apparently the part that broke would be like too expensive to like replace. Like it would cost less to just get a new used car. So that's what we decided to go with, and just kind of like, you know, get rid of the old Jetta. And so that means for a month, I like just got access to a car again very recently, like literally like a couple days ago. So like it was a straight month of not having access to a car at all. And you'd think, oh man, how do you get to school then? How do you commute? Is that my commuter student? Filthy fucking commuter student. And the way I could do that is that, well, I go to Berkeley, and Berkeley students have free BART, which is awesome. BART is, I live in the Bay Area, and BART is like this thing in the Bay Area. It's like our metro transit system, sort of, or whatever. So we get free access to it as students, which is awesome. And so what I would do is I would get dropped off at the station, because I live kind of close to one, and then I would just take BART to class. And I thought I wouldn't like it, right? But I actually have really enjoyed it. Like, it's really fun. Like the Bay Area is like really pretty right now. Everything's green because it's been like raining a lot more. It's a crazy fucking rainy season right now. And it's just like, it takes you like through the hills and like, just like the beautiful parts of the Bay Area where like everything's green and there's like rolling hills and nature and like cows and flowers and shit. It's awesome. Oh, and right into the match here, we get the Strange Portal cancel. I actually don't think he would have been able to TP in time, so I don't think it would have mattered. But anyway, it's still a good play to make. It's just really beautiful. Like it's like really like nice and pretty, and like the sun will like just angle through the windows on BART just the right way sometimes, and it's just beautiful. It's like so cool. It's like such a fun way to get to class. Like I feel way more connected with like nature and also with my fellow man, which is very interesting because like all the spaces I'm in are like pretty like specific when it comes to the demographic, right? Like I hang out with my friends who are my age. I go to the gym, which has a wider diversity of people, but you know, it's still like a kind of specific type of person, I guess. Like the people in the gym on average are going to be different than the people you just like be in a subway with. For example, like it's a little bit different. Your average person on both. I mean, anyways, and or like school, right? Like in classes, like everybody's my age of like similar-ish background and whatnot. But that's not what it's like on the metro at all. Like, there's just so many different interesting people. And some of them aren't the most mentally stable, which, you know, is a little bit worrying. But like, you know, it's pretty safe. It's infinitely safer than it would be for me to drive to class. Driving is way more dangerous than public transit. So, you know, I feel safer on BART than I would otherwise. But, you know, there's still there's certain individuals, and it's like, it is what it is, man. Some people aren't all that mentally well. That's okay. I mean, I'm not happy about it, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, man. Anyways, I just feel more connected with like my common man because I feel like I'm never in an area that's like a really good sample size of like the average Bay Area resident. But BART is. It's like this is the median BART, or this is like the median Bay Area person. And it's just very interesting. And you see so many different people, like so many like just like interesting people. There's a lot of very interesting characters. Like, dude, there was a guy on BART like last week that I saw, and he just had a hawk, man. He had a hawk. He had like a hawk, and the like hawk had like those bird masks that like you'll see the bigger birds have, I think, to make it so they don't get like as overstimulated as easily. Like he had like the glove and the bird had a little bird hat blinder thing. He had like the whole setup. It was crazy. Like bro was just on the other side of the car with a fucking hawk, man. It's very interesting. It's also really fun. Like I really enjoy it. I never really like driving, unless it's under really specific circumstances. Sometimes driving can be fun, but most of the time I feel like it's not. Especially driving in Berkeley, bro. Like the streets they don't make any sense, and all the pedestrians like just decide to throw themselves out into the road and jaywalk constantly. And it's like, I jaywalk, you know, but I'm like smart about it. I go like when there's no cars. These people not only go when there's a bunch of cars, but they don't even like look both ways. They just like throw themselves out in the road while they're drinking their fucking matcha latte and are just like, oh man, you know, whatever happens, happens. Like they don't care. It's like they're trying to get hit by the cars. I don't know. Like all that makes driving in Berkeley very frustrating. It's not a fun experience. Like I just all the time, like when I'm not driving, I feel, or when I am driving, I just feel like upset like during it or afterwards because there's so many stupid drivers. Like there's so many people who are just horrific at driving, and like even people who like aren't bad drivers, there's just like a lot of people who are assholes. I think that like driving really brings out an antisocial like tendency for like a lot of people. It's kind of like the same as the internet, you know? Like on the internet, the reason people are so mean is because there's no consequences to their actions. You're never gonna see this person in real life. So it's like, well, you might as well. Like there's no consequence to me being a bitch, so I'm gonna be a bitch. And the same is kind of the deal with cars, you know? Like people are not nearly as mean to random pedestrians on the street that they walk by as compared to when people are both in cars. I think people are way more vicious in cars because there's no real consequences. Like you can't really see the person very well, and like you're never gonna see this person again. And like there's like this anonymity and like this greater chance you'll get away with it. And because of that, people are just bigger assholes. It's really interesting. Like, I think there's just like kind of an anti-social nature to it. Whereas on public transit, like you're surrounded by other people. It's community. It's like the opposite of like, I guess, driving cars being individualistic, you know? I feel like I'm in touch with my community a little bit more. I'm like just seeing more people, and I'm enjoying the adventure of it too, though, because I always loved trains as a kid, and now I can literally ride a train to school and like go through the beautiful hills and like see all these interesting people, and like I just really like it. Everybody I talk to says like they really don't like BART, which is fair because it's dirty sometimes, but like I actually enjoy it. I think it's pretty fucking cool. Also, I'm a philosophy major, which means a really interesting aspect of me taking public transit, or not interesting, but convenient, is that I can just do my homework on the train. Like, you know, if you're, you can really do any sort of homework on a metro, but like, it's not very convenient, you know, depending on what it is. But my homework, being a philosophy major, and like all my classes are like upper-div philosophy classes this semester, which also means like no gen eds or like other sorts of stuff. I'm doing all philosophy essentially, which is awesome because in all philosophy upper divs, your only homework, almost always for all my classes, is just reading. Like I get assigned some reading and I have to do that reading each week, and I show up to class and I'm like, okay, I did the reading, and then like the class does a discussion about the reading, and like, you know, that's like the whole nature of it. And sometimes there's like a little pop quiz, but even the pop quizzes are super lenient and not worth much of your grade. It's kind of ridiculous. Like even if you just take the quiz, you get a B. It's kind of stupid. But anyways, like all my homework is just reading. It's like really just reading and writing papers. Sometimes I have to write a good number of papers, but most of my homework is ultimately reading, and I can just do that on the metro. So instead of like essentially wasting time in my car, I guess, you know, I can listen to music or a podcast, which is sort of fun. And when there's like not really bad traffic and the roads make sense, driving can be, I think, a fun experience. But like I find much more enjoyment in writing BART than I do driving. And it's also just, again, way more productive because I can just do my readings. It's like awesome. Especially like how long the commute is. It like if I just do readings like on my way in and way out from class, I get so much done. It's really convenient. Also, it's kind of just fun for like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of old people will like have like this idea of like, oh, everybody's on their phone nowadays. And I'll kind of see people on BART that are like that sometimes. Not very often, but sometimes. And then I think that they see like this studious young man reading a book, and then they're all like, wow, look at him. He must be so smart, even though I'm not. And that's like just kind of, it's kind of fun. I kind of like being the exemplary young man for older folks. Which, if they knew that I was, if I was fucking dudes, it'd probably be like, oh no, I hate that. But like, I don't know, man. It's fun. I kind of like being the, like, portraying the image of like this smart young man reading books, even though I'm really just doing my homework, and also I'm definitely not very smart. But yeah, my car breaking down kind of just opened my eyes to public transit. I feel like I don't know. It's really fun. I really enjoyed. And not only all of that stuff, it's also kind of like an adventure. Like, I don't know, man. It's just very fun. I really like it. I do finally have a car, so I could just drive to class again like I always used to. But I'm actually not doing that anymore. Instead of paying for a parking permit like for the semester, I'm just gonna buy a BART parking pass and then just drive myself to the BART station whenever, you know, I have to go to class, and then just take BART in. It's just really fun and convenient. It's also nice being able to drive myself there instead of getting dropped off, because then I don't have to center my schedule around other people being able to pick me up or drop me off, which is always really annoying. But yeah, so in a way, I am glad my car broke down because I got to like experience public transit a bit more and like have my mind changed about it. I've always wanted more walkable cities and like more of an emphasis on public transit, but I never really tried BART because it kind of had this negative reputation, and also I didn't really have much of a reason to until recently, since, you know, I could always just drive. But I finally decided to give it a shot, and it's pretty awesome. Anyways, that's the commentary, I guess. I didn't realize how long this would go on. My whole plan was to commentate over the gameplay footage of that one Spider-Man match and get the whole yap wrapped up in that match, because it's like 10 minutes. I figured, oh, surely I can finish in that time. But I guess not, dude, because we're here in the practice range. I figured I'd just keep talking while I fuck around in the range and just do practice Spider-Man mechanics, I guess. I could have also just started a replay for another match I wanted to talk about, but I kind of just didn't, and I kind of felt weird about like doing it in the middle. I don't know. But yeah, this is my first time making a video like this. I've been playing a lot of Spider-Man. I haven't really talked about it much on this channel. I guess I did make one quick like compilation like a fucking, oh man, like almost a year ago, I think, of Spider-Man clips, which, by the way, looking back, those Spider-Man clips suck, dude. I used to be so much worse at this character. But I'm making a Spider-Man only to Celestial video on my main channel, which, yeah, guess what, bro? We hit Celestial. I I'm just waiting until I'm not waiting for anything. I'm just working on that video. And while I work on that video, which will go out on the main channel probably sometime in the next couple weeks, I figured I would still make Yap videos because I've missed making those for a while now. And I can just do it over gameplay footage of like good Spider-Man matches. So I've been starting to save some of the replays I think are interesting or that I want to talk about or that are just kind of cool. I don't have that many yet because I just didn't think to do that until like very recently. But yeah, you can expect more videos like this, kind of this format on this channel while I do some other stuff. Just talk about what's going on in life, stuff I'm feeling. I think another topic for a video I'll make pretty soon is circumcision and whether or not people should do it, because I had something very interesting happen recently that like kind of made the topic relevant. So just I'll leave it at that, I guess. Watch out for whenever that comes out. Yeah, thanks for watching. Watch for the video on the main YouTube channel. Peace.